What's on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely day. And today, back on S-Tuner. And you guys seem to be liking the whole sort of Japanese build. We've done the Kanjo Civic, also done the Itasha 240. Now it's time to move on to another Japanese type of build. Now, this one is probably one of the most famous. It's the Bosozoku builds, and you know they're the cars you see of the crazy exhaust pipes sticking out the back, the like really long front splitters, sort of lots of crazy sort of stuff. And much like the Kanjo Civics and the Itasha builds, it's like a group of people in Japan, but I think it's more related to the whole gangs and stuff in Japan. I don't know if it's still sort of a gang thing, but I know they used to sort of drive around in these sorts of crazy cars, and I think it was like the more sort of ridiculously modified it is, the higher up in the gang you are. I think that's how it worked. But yeah, we're going to be doing one of those builds today. I thought it would be sort of, well, you could say a change of pace, because it's sort of more of the sort of crazy sort of ones, and again, much like the Itasha build, very Japanese. Before we start though, what we have to do is, because the car I want to do it with doesn't actually have the exhaust, so we're going to get to the 240 we had yesterday, and what we're going to have to do is just let it load up, and then I'm going to go to parts, accessories, and then go alt exhaust. I think it's number 4. Yeah, we'll go for number 4 here, and all we need to do is copy it. Then if we go camera, then if we go back over here, we're going to grab a Toyota Cressida, which is this one here. Yeah, the X80. And then you'll notice the exhaust, one exhaust disappeared, but the other one stayed there. So this is the exhaust we're going to use. And well, it's time to get on with this build. I'm going to go with the M2. I actually don't know the difference between the two. Got Sedan A. I think the back's slightly different. So I think it's like Mark 1 and Mark 2 then, possibly. Yeah, the back's slightly different. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, it'll be Mark 1 and Mark 2. And we'll go with this Shark one, and then you'll notice you get these basically like knives sort of sticking out the side of the car. Bonnets, and again, we'll move one that says guard, because then it matches the crazy sort of guards on the side of the car. Bonnet, side skirts, I'm going to go with the biggest one, like that. Front bars. Unfortunately, there's none with like a crazy sticky out bit here. Only one we get is really this one, but it's still going to look crazy nonetheless. And here, go over here, Mark 2 bumper. Don't worry, we'll sort the exhaust out in a minute. And then headlights, this one here, Mark 2. So we'll make sure we match all the parts with the right car. And then tail lights, Mark 2. Spoilers, I'm going to put a little lip spoiler on it. But we'll also add the crazy spoiler, don't worry about that. Other parts, nothing. Accessories, and this is where we're going to go down to oil cooler. Because I've noticed a lot of them have the oil cooler sticking out. Now, it pretty much puts it in a perfect place. And if I go any higher, I might try to go a little bit higher. Let's go up and down a bit. Make sure it's on group. Sort of just under the light there, I think that sort of matches it. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I've noticed a lot of them have these sort of oil coolers on the front of them. And then we'll go, nothing from over there. Now we'll figure out the exhaust. And if we just left and right, up and down, and forward and back, just make sure it fits as best as we can get it. Other way, and then up and down, and then no, other way, and forward and back. Just want to get it up and down, up and down. There we go. So now we have this ridiculous exhaust pipe on the car. Yeah, no comment. And now that's it for there. We're going to go to aero, and what we can do is a lot of them have really wide arches. If you've ever seen them, they have these arches. Now what we can do is we can edit these ones, so we can scale them and go for width and just make them huge like that. Get off object assembly, not object assembly, object group. and then if you just try and get it. Now it's not going to be perfect because these aren't made for like every car. They're sort of, well, they're sort of universal parts, so they fit, but very much iffy. I'm going to stop trying to click and try and just drag it. Yeah, you'll notice they'll be a bit iffy, so they might not fit perfectly, so I do apologise for that. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do about that. There we go. That, see, there's just not really a gap. That's actually not too bad. And this part, edit, and I go left and right, and forward and back. And hopefully, if I go left and right again, I can literally just slot it in. Again, sorry for the clicking. Can't do much about that. There we go. That seems pretty much perfect. And there's a little gap here and there, but it's not really noticeable. But like I said, these are sort of universal parts, so that's quite difficult to try and get the size exactly right. We're going to copy this one and then edit part, and then just go there, and then there, and then left and right. Just, oh no, wrong one. God damn it. Left and right. Just drag it across, and then forward and back. No, left and right. Sorry. And you just want to make sure that we slot it into place, and then forward and back. Like I say, it's not going to be perfect. It's sort of a rough fit, but there's not much we can really do about that, unfortunately. Edit part, and if we go to copy part, then left and right, forward and back, and then again just sort of slot it in roughly where it needs to go. Obviously not there. Sorry, you're going to hear a lot of clicking in this one, trying to get the parts sort of perfect on the cars and stuff. Too much to get. How much gap is on that one? Not much. Of course, this one just go in a bit, other way. There we go. What I might do is position, no, scale, length, and just make it. In fact, no, we can position, forward and back. We probably could get away with sort of that. The front's not too bad. The side, that could do a bit of sorting out. Edit part. Left and right, just. Oh no. That way. Come on. It's not. Oh no, I lost it. Bring it back. No, it's got it in the car. Oh. Wow, look at that. And I think. Yeah, we sort of have to do roughly sort of same thing again, where we forward and back this time. Do that. Yeah, that's sort of a rough fit. Now I do apologise, it doesn't look perfect, but it's, like I said, it's very difficult to try and get it exactly how you want it. Now we're going to go over to accessories and go right to the bottom. Is it right to the bottom? It's on accessories, now it's on global parts. And then we're going to go right to the bottom, and we've got spoiler, bozo, 1, 2 and 3. Never actually noticed that. I thought it was only the 1, so what's 2? It's not as crazy. And then number 3. Yeah, no, we're going to go with number 1. I think that's the most recognizable one. Scale, we're going to have to make it a little bit wider. We don't want it too wide. Position, up and down. And then forward and back. And it's gone. Where is it? Come on. There it is. And then if you put it sort of there. Rotation or rotation scale, and then just bring it in the tiniest bit, just like that. Position up and down just a bit, so in the car, and forward and back, other way. There we go. There we have the rough build of this car, and like I said, it's very crazy, very sort of bonkers almost. And personally, I think it's really cool. It's much like the Itasha build, it's very Japanese, which is, like I said, it's why we all love Japan. You know, no other country could get away with doing stuff like this. I'm going to go with these wheels. I've noticed a lot of them sort of have these dinner plate type wheels. So yeah, we're going to go with those. Not really my style of wheel. I'm going to put a stretch tyre on them as well. Just so, not like that, just like that. A little bit of a stretch tyre. And then a big old dish, and then this is where we can camber it. Surprisingly, they don't have ridiculous amounts of camber. They have a little bit, but not too much. -10, and then how's that? Oh, that is like perfect fitment right there. Unfortunately, though, we do need to lower the car, so I'm gonna have to do it like that, and then offset for the rear, camber the rear actually, about -10 again, and camber it slightly. Now I want to lower it, so I'm gonna have to. It's gonna go through. Now they're not on the ground; they're just sort of very low and very impractical. So what we can do is all that. Now I've noticed with some of them the offset isn't perfect. Well, I suppose you've got massive arches like this, you can't make the offset perfect, but it's sort of that's sort of the offset, if that makes sense, because they've got these massive arches on them. You can't sort of have a perfect offset because you need really tiny wheels. So I mean, if you're thinking like, oh, the offset's off because it's not flush, a lot of them aren't sort of flush. But there we have the build of the car. Absolutely crazy, I know, and I love it so much. We're going to go to get rid of the blue, go to the car colors, and I saw this really nice color in one. I was looking at pictures of them, and there's this really nice sort of blue, like sort of that. I thought it looked really nice, and it had these nice sort of red wheels on it, like that. And I know it's sort of not normally what you think of as a nice color combination, but I suppose with this sort of car, it doesn't matter what color combination you do, because I mean the car's completely ridiculous anyway, so you can't change the face. Well, but there we go. There we have the rough build of the car. Now it's time for all the exciting stuff. We can go to interior. I opened the bonnet for some weird reason, and I haven't actually seen any interior of the cars, so I think we're just going to build it up as a rough sort of interior now, because it's an older car. I'm sort of gonna. I put the wrong dash on it. Number 3, I put, wasn't it? Yeah, 3. I'm gonna put basic sort of seats in it, maybe. So I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again. Type 2. That fits, and then steering wheel, go type 4. This is my favorite steering wheel, and then type 1. And I'm just going to try and go with, yeah, let's just match the car and go with sort of the weird colors. I think that's going to best describe it. We're going to go with a darker sort of flooring, and parcel shelf, we're going to do darker sort of red. There you go. So it's going to be a very red interior. I might go with that blue for the steering wheel. Yes, that sort of matches. Seats outer is going to be, I might go with that blue again. And seats outer is going to be red. Ooh. There we go. So sort of making it match the exterior of the car, sorry. I don't know what, like I said, I don't know what they look like in the inside. I actually forgot to look at the interior, but nonetheless, there we have it. Now it's time for the engine, and it doesn't have, I'm pretty sure they're just sort of stock engines. It's all cosmetic. So I mean, the car doesn't look fast essentially, but the car looks sort of crazy, but it doesn't have like huge amounts of horsepower. Yeah, again, I suppose you couldn't really go fast in this. I think, I don't know, it might be an inline 4 in these. I'm gonna go an inline 4 and hope for the best. But like I said, I know it's not sort of massive turbo build or anything like that. I'm just literally going to build up a rough engine. That engine looks so tiny. I'm going to go inline 6 just so it's a bit bigger, I think. Because yeah, the engine looks so tiny in this sort of car. Yeah, again, the bonnet is also really huge. Oh well, we can even do something like that on this, can't we? We can get away with that. Yes, I think a bigger engine's better for this type of car. Exhaust. Again, I'm not going to go with turbocharged. I'm pretty sure they're not. I could be wrong. Double overhead cam, just a single sort of. Yeah, I could be completely wrong, and it could have like a V6 in it or whatever. Honestly, I don't know. But like I said, we'll build a rough sort of engine up just so it looks okay. Now, does the bonnet close? Well, I suppose you've got this massive like lump on it, so yeah, close is fine. And then if we go to other, radiator, thermofans, chuck a gearbox in it. Gearbox, where are you? There you are. And now if we go to engine colors, sort of bring it down. You know the drill by now. Just bring them down, get the rough sort of color of the car. So outside, yeah, that'll do. Power added, there is none. I'm gonna go with the red for that. In fact, I could just double red. That sort of thing, that looks alright. Filter is on that side, isn't it? Yes. Let's go with darker sort of colour for the filter. Front dress, again, sort of darker colour. Pipes, I'm going to put in the blue, I think. There we go. And then engine options, filter to throttle body. Did I not add a filter? I don't think I've added a filter, have I? Clear pipe. And then one to throttle body. So if we go to engine, filter. No, we didn't. Okay, so we don't want it there. We want it go over to options and XP 2. Now I do apologize, it doesn't match up again. We could even engine, and if I go to intake manifold, chuck on a different one, see if that does any difference. There we go, that looks a bit better. Now all goes in. Fantastic. So close that up. Close. There we go. So there we have it. A Bosozoku Cressida. And I think it's really cool. This whole sort of Japanese type thing, this is what I sort of really like. This is why I personally love Japan, is because no one else, no other country could get away with doing something like this. I'm gonna chuck it in the workshop, I think. But yeah, no other country could get away with doing something like this. I honestly don't think. It's just absolutely crazy. Sky, let's go to City Day. Like we did, I think we've done with this with a micro as well. Yeah. But there we have it. This Cressida build. It's very chrome actually. And the wheels don't turn. Slightly like that. There we go. A Bosozoku build. And in fact, wait, paint part. Some of them even have the exhaust painted, so I think that's what we'll do. Chuck that on red. Well, that's pink, but there we go. This Bosozoku build for today. I don't see a lot of people actually do these builds on S-Tuner, which is kind of a shame, but I'm trying to get the right angle now. You can pop the hood, something like that, and then that way. There we go. But yeah, there we have this build. Hope you did enjoy. This was quite fun to do, kind of a challenge, because you know, trying to get all the parts to fit and get all the right parts sort of before recording was quite a pain, but we managed to do it. I think it looks kind of cool. Very cool. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, give us a comment any cars you want me to build next, and as always, see you in the next one. Bye bye.